Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome to Masati on Sunday. Today on Masati on Sunday, we've got World Frequency Meditation. And I just want to check, Alex is actually racing today, so I just want to check if everything is going good. So just comment in. If you can hear the video, audio, everything is fantastic. Just let me know. All right, a lot of crazy things happening. A lot of crazy things happening in the world today. We'll talk about that. But the bigger deal is it is a world frequency meditation and it is on the Tao. So let's talk about some of the things that good sound. Sound is low. People, good video. Okay. Yeah, you might want to check your sound. Sound. Everything looks good on this side. All right. That's what we have to do with the whenever you're doing things live, and that's why a lot of people really don't do anything live. Everything's orchestrated, everything's perfect, but we want the frequencies to be perfect, not say the outward, because a lot of times, today in today's world, we seek perfection on the effects side. We seek perfection on the effect side, not the actual cause, and that's why I like to do a lot of things live. Sometimes we're imperfect, because again, we don't practice, we don't rehearse like 100,000 times just to get things perfect. We want to get the frequency perfect. We want to get the cause perfect. The effect, it gets better and better and better. All right. I don't know where that came from, but let's go deeper into that. In today's world, everybody's looking at the cause. Everybody literally is looking at the cause. They want to look good on the outside. Look at the world. Look at politics. Look at religion. Everything looks good on the outside. All the actors that you see, right? The great, the spiritual people, the people in Hollywood, the um, high profile individuals, the CEOs, they all look good on the outside, right? What you see on Instagram, right? That just little snippet, that like 5 second shot, God, they look perfect. It's like they look like they have the perfect world, but a lot of those people come to me because their world is not so perfect. They look great on the outside here, but the cause, the underlying structure, the underlying frequency of who they are, they're fucked up. They're totally fucked up. And many of you have seen that, right? As you've become exponentially intelligent, who here has become exponentially intelligent? And one, they go, shit, you know what? My life, I had everything, or maybe you didn't, but it's like, God damn, I could be a lot better. I could expand more into it, right? That's what we're going to be talking about on the Tao today. But let's take a deep breath in. Let's take a deep breath in, settle in. This is the cause. Most of us, again, the world, the leaders today, look at the effect and they're trying to fix the effect. The cause is under here. The cause is like centuries old, maybe millennia old, probably the dawn of man. And we haven't figured that out. So whether it's the Tao or the XI teachings, really all the same. It tells us, hey, let's look at the cause. Let's look at who we are. Let's look at why we came here in the first place. That's the key. If you look at politics, and I just want to sidetrack into politics and then we'll get into the World Frequency Meditation. Just want to talk about what happened with, I don't know if you've been watching politics a bit, but with Zelensky, Trump, and his vice president, and about the war in the Ukraine and so on like that. But God, again, we're looking at the effect. Putin's a bad guy, Zelensky's the hero, and so on like that. But again, if you look at the cause, okay, the Western countries, the Western civilization here, U.S., Europe, and so on like that, they've been encroaching on and getting closer and closer to, what's happened, closer to the Russian border. And Putin's just basically going, hey, you've gotten so close. We've given you since the 1940s or 50s when that NATO treaty was signed. We've given you plenty of warnings. and they've been 2 or 3 countries getting closer and closer to Russia's border, and then finally Putin basically said, "Fuck, man, we've had enough." So they bombed the Ukraine. What if this is what happened to Cuba? Russia got too close to Cuba, and almost World War the next World War would have caused. What if Russia came onto your back door, like in Mexico or Canada? You wouldn't like that. You'd create a war. So you'd have to look at all sides. You'd have to remove yourself of the realities or the effects that we are seeing. Even Zelensky, he might look like a fantastic guy, but just reading Zelensky, and again, I'm not knocking him down. I'm just telling you what I see. I could be a crazy person, but I think there's underlying frequencies behind Zelensky that just doesn't add up. I don't think he's really there for the benefit of Ukraine. Again, I'm just putting it out there. I don't know how many of you feel that way. But there's some things going on there, right? And it sounds crazy to me, but when I see it, just trying to tap into, here we go. Just upping the volume a bit for y'all. That sounds really, really crazy, but being the consciousness authority, just tapping into the frequency behind the effects, the cause. I'm actually seeing Zelensky as a deeper order. He said some strange things. He goes, you've got an ocean that's protecting you all. Soon you'll feel the effects. It's like, what the hell does that mean? Are there deeper forces at work that, are causing the distortion so we can stay out of balance so they can be in control? This is what's coming up. And I think Zelensky has a darker side. And I think that darker side, sounds crazy, ready? The darker side is tied to the church, tied to the Catholic Church. Again, I could be way off, but there's a lot of darkness in the Catholic Church. Not the religion, not what Jesus taught, but it sounds really crazy, but mark my words. Okay, so within a couple months, I've been accurate so far, about 99.9% accuracy. I've been talking about, again, the downfall of finances, the downfall of political issues that's going on, the COVID virus, all those things. Coming up is a lot about religion. This is where Pope Francis, not doing so hot. Again, I wish the guy well, but he's got some dark frequencies wrapped around him. It might not do him well, right? Because we all want the betterment for this world. And in today's meditation, in today's world frequency meditation, we're going to keep everybody to their words, right? You want a better reality. You want a better world to live in. You want your kids to survive in a better world. All right. It's not your expectations on how the better world is. It's about the consciousness, the natural intelligence that created this reality. Basically, what you're saying, what governments are saying, what religions are saying is like, hey, you know what? We want to go back to the original form of intelligence. We want to operate from that level, from that existence. Nothing else. And that's what XI is about. That's what the Tao is about. Okay? And we'll get into that. But in the near future, you'll start to see a lot of underpinnings from religious organizations, whether it's Catholics, Christianity, whether it's the Islam world, whether it's the Jewish world. It doesn't matter. Any of those patterns, any of those frequencies will be coming out, and the darkness behind it. Because like I said, those religions, what are they trying to do? They want to be the best possible self that you can be, right? They want to get you closely connected to God. Well, our prayers have been answered. You wanted all that. Everybody says they want all that. We're going to get it. And today, with the World Frequency Meditation, we're going to bring that into play because we're going to pull in the consciousness of humanity. Not just our group consciousness, but the consciousness of humanity. We've gotten so many followers, thank you for that, guys, becoming more and more exponentially intelligent. Even those people who don't know they're exponentially intelligent, more and more people are waking up in the world going, hey, we want the real stuff. We want the good stuff. And that's what this is all about. Alrighty. And it's very, very exciting because we've been planning this for We've been planning this for millennia, thousands of years, right? Awakening. What is the world about? What is God about? Is Trump religious? I don't know if he's religious, but I'll talk about more on Trump and everybody else. But Trump, after his two near-death experiences, basically, trying to get shot, I think he had to have that happen because the old version of Trump would take us down the old path. The new version of Trump, after his near death, he's changed massively. Nobody talks about that on the news, by the way. That's why I'm the consciousness authority. I tap into the frequencies behind it. It's like, hey, Trump says that he wants to do good for the world. Okay, he's going to do good for the world. Boom. Couple near death experiences, he awakens, and it's like, shit, okay. And he passes on. He goes into the next path, right? Basically, you want to do good to the world. You want to be your best possible self. What do? You go on to, say, a new version of yourself. You don't add on more bullshit to yourself. You add on a new version to yourself. So whether it's Trump or anybody else, Elon Musk, all those individuals, again, Elon has some transformations. He's kind of holding on to his old patterns because he's had a lot of success, but he'll transfer more and more into, again, the new path. Right? The path that natural intelligence, consciousness dictates, not their path, not the government's path, not any ideation of this reality, but natural intelligence. Okay? As a note, I'm actually teaching natural intelligence to ChatGPT. And maybe on a MOS on Sunday, we'll really get into, you can ask questions on my version of ChatGPT. All right, today's frequency meditation is accessing the XI Tao, not just the Tao, but the XI Tao, which is the next evolution. Before I do that, ancient wisdom, China. I'll be going to China, going into some cool monasteries that, well, the public can't get into. Got some special clearance. Wonderful guy that has some great contacts with me. I'm gonna be going into monasteries again, not for the public. So that's gonna be online, just like we did Egypt. How many of you enjoy the Egypt frequency meditations? And there's more to come by the way on that. We're gonna do the same thing on the ancient wisdom of China. It's gonna be online if I can get to it. I bought Starlink. To do it live, but they wouldn't allow Starlink in Egypt. Kind of crazy. They definitely don't allow Starlink in China. So again, if we have access, we'll do it live. If we don't, we'll do the recordings and then give it to you live. Okay. All right. So ancient wisdom coming up. Live events March 31st. Live events. Private Oracle Circle. Private Oracle circles are fantastic because we get down into the nitty gritty. I work on all individuals for, like 3, 4, 5 hours. I don't know how long, but it's a long time. We go into the deeper subjects of the world. We literally help integrate the frequencies that we talk about. It's going to be on the Tao. It's going to be on the Merkaba, the Egypt. Plus, we've got Sedona as a vortex. So if you can make it, it is March 31st, all the details. March 31st and then April 1st. So March 31st is Egypt and the Merkaba, Private Oracle Circle. April 1st, the Tao, Private Oracle Circle. Again, it's going to be live in Sedona. It's not going to be online. So if you can make it out there, it's going to be fantastic. We also have, it's not Guardians of the Galaxy, but something like that coming up as well. Maybe the team can post that. I'm the main speaker there, so come on out. It's going to be a great time. We'll have fun. All right, guys, ready? Let's go ahead and get comfortable, get situated, noticing where you are, noticing your surroundings, noticing a few objects around you. If you're watching me, noticing me. Breathe deep. We're going to bring in the consciousness of the world. This is a mastermind. The mastermind, if you're new to XI. Whenever 2 or more individuals get together, creates a third person. So you've got 8 some billion people here living. Add one more to that. That one individual, that one consciousness dictates how this reality works. Okay? Always like that. So again, two individuals, a third person gets created, which dictates how the relationship works. If you've been in a couple situation where you try to move away from, say, your old patterns and so on, it's pretty hard to do, especially if you're not as exponentially intelligent. The reason why is that third person always dictates. It's like, hey, this is how you've been running this consciousness. This is how you've been creating, say, your relationship with each other. You can't stray from that. Okay? So you want to create the right, proper masterminds. In this case, the mastermind of society's gotten fucked up. Let's just call it what it is, right? So take a deep breath in again. So we're going to bring in that mastermind, and all of us connected, right? Especially those who are high XIQ, even if they're not here online, even if they're not here, they'll start to feel the call to come together. This call is it's not any creation of mine. It literally is a call of creation. It's a prophecy that one day there's going to be a call to awakening, and everybody will hear it. The dead will hear it. The awakened for sure will hear it, right? So we're starting to awaken. We're starting that process of awakening to that call, going into that direction that we need to go. Take a breath in again. There are any leaders that you want, say, to bring in, especially, your government, your religious leaders, your public leaders, your governors, your bosses, whoever, just bring them in so they know that call. They've got leadership skills. That's why they're in position. Let's give them the underlying structure or the direction that they need to go with their leadership. Breathe deep again. As I generate those frequencies, some of you, or a lot of you, might actually feel it, especially coming off Egypt. Frequencies are very different. So again, comment in if you do feel the frequencies if my frequencies are different for you. To me, people have mentioned they're more precise, which actually helps you with less detox. You literally just shift. Breathe in. All right. For centuries, the Tao has been known as the way. It is the way. Right? It's the natural flow of life. Talks about the unseen force that guides all things. It whispers to those who are still enough to listen take a deep breath in. Again, it whispers to those who are still enough to listen. So just take a moment of silence here. Breathe deep and notice that stillness. Reminding us that there is an order, a rhythm, a deeper intelligence woven into the fabric of reality. So what you're experiencing right now literally is that fabric of time and space. You're feeling the fabric of time and space wrapped around you, just like a blanket. Close your eyes, breathe in. feel the currents of existence moving all around you. Feel a collective pulse of humanity, the mastermind, harmonizing. It's like billions of cells within your body. We're one big organism, human species, which is part of a bigger organism. Breathe deep. So today, we're not just individual seekers, we're a unified field. We're becoming one world frequency. Breathe deep. Doesn't mean we lose our identity, individual identity, but we're going through towards the same flow, the same path, awakening. We're connecting into the mastermind of humanity itself, the original order from natural intelligence, not artificial intelligence or your ideas or religious ideas, but again, natural intelligence. We're connecting to the mastermind of humanity. Not to follow the old paths of sacrifice and suffering, but to rewrite them. Take a breath in. Whether your eyes are open or closed, again, just notice your body. For too long, humanity has evolved through pain, struggle, and scarcity. This was never the true way. The Tao was never about scarcity, suffering. It was only the way we were taught. Again, very different than the Tao. But we are here to shift that trajectory. Again, come to another path. Breathe deep. Feel it. Billions of us. Pulses, pulsing together. Billions of minds connected to a single intelligence. That is the way, the Tao. We'll be talking more about that. Actually, I'll be creating every chapter of the Tao and going deeper into it. But for now, take a deep breath in. Imagine a single intelligence. The evolution of human consciousness does not have to be a battle anymore. We've done that way too many times. It can be an expansion, an awakening, an elevation beyond anything we've known before. This is why the old is falling apart. Breathe deep. Even the Tao needs to be upgraded. So stepping beyond the old Tao. The Tao taught us flow, but what if we could direct the current itself? This is what we're doing. Society today has gone off the wrong path. Again, we need to redirect the current. The Tao taught us non-interference, but we've gone way off our path. So what if we could engage with intelligence at the deepest levels, getting us back on track? Breathe deep. The Tao taught us balance in the physical, but what if we could transcend into multidimensional mastery? The Tao taught us to master this physical reality so we can transcend beyond it. Let's get back on track. XI, becoming exponentially intelligent, it's not about following the way. It's about becoming the way itself. And that's what the Tao is really about. Again, becoming the way, not following anything. So turning into the new frequency today, this hyper meditation, let's tap in. Let's tap into the power of the Tao. Let's tap into the ancient intelligence that built the pyramids, aligned stars, and mapped realities far beyond our own. That's the intelligence that we need to tap into. Breathe in again. Feel the power of that intelligence now. And again, notice tension or whatever that has to release out of your system. It just has to. That intelligence, again, that built the pyramids, built the technologies that we can't even access today. And there's so much more. So much more that we don't even know about, that we can tap into now. We can access the hidden codes of humanity's next version now. Breathe deep. We've gone far too long with sacrifice. We can go into where sacrifice is no longer the price of progress, where suffering is no longer the teacher of growth. We've done that way too far, way too long. We've had enough. It's a new space. Can you agree with me on that? Can you walk down that path? Breathe deep. We're here to evolve human consciousness properly through resonance, alignment, and precision. That's how nature does it. It's nothing new. It's trillions of years old. Breathe deep. Close your eyes. And feel the frequencies that might be shifting you. Not just you, within you, but within the whole of humanity, all of humanity, since we're one, at a very high level. Today is the creation of a new human reality. It's a new age. Breathe deep. So welcome to the XI Tao. Welcome to the intelligence that flows through all things. I've just named it exponential intelligence. It's been around for trillions of years. Again, it flows through all things. Now we can flow along with it, guided by those who are ready to master it. If you're ready to master it, you can flow along with the natural intelligence that's created you, that's created everything around you. You're part of it. You're a huge part of it. Breathe deep. Some of you might be feeling the detox already, disconnecting. Step into it. You're on a new journey. If you're feeling uncomfortable, disconnected, not sure of who you are, not sure of who you should be, unstable, that is the new you stepping forward, looking back at the old self. Okay? Let it go. Say goodbye to the old self, the insecurities, ways of making money that doesn't work out, the ways of following a religion hasn't worked out. Follow the new path. Follow the Tao, the way. Breathe deep. For those who are feeling expansion and light, welcome. You've already left most of the baggage behind. A new dimension for you. We'll go deeper. We'll just take a moment of silence. On this new journey, the way, leave your old self behind. Leave the old consciousness behind. You're stepping into a new consciousness. Breathe deep. It's a new cycle. The future begins with you. Let's begin creating the future with a new consciousness. It's a consciousness that dictates our completeness. It's not what you do. It's the consciousness that you do what you do. Rise above to a higher level of consciousness. It'll set you free, and whatever that you do will naturally expand you into your potential of who you are. Not only helping you, but transforming the world now and into the future. Breathe deep. I'll leave you in this space for as long as you wish. Highly recommend liking, sharing this meditation for those especially who need help, who are searching. leave the broken world behind and move on to your new version of who you are. Take a deep breath in. As always, notice what you notice. Notice the details of what you notice as you step into the new version of yourself, the way, the upside down. Peace.